Yo, welcome. So, Queen Elizabeth has passed. Yes, the Queen of England, former colonizer. Well, still colonizer because she is still the head of state for many countries globally. So she has passed, and dancehall enigma, L.A. Lewis, keeping up his usual shenanigans, putting up videos, making posts saying rest in peace, you know what I mean? And a lot of persons are, saying RIPs and condolences to the family members. However, many persons are not forgetful of their roots, and as such, those persons are still, celebrating her death, despite the fact that she lived a full life. You know what I mean? She is 95 years old. So there is no way she suffered or, met an early demise and was punished for, what she and her family, imposed on, minorities and persons of different races over the years, So, like, this is a bittersweet moment because many persons are happy that she passed, but at the same time, like, she didn't pass tragically or as a result of a rebellion or anything like that, you know what I mean? So it depends on how one is looking at it. If you are looking at it well, she is now going to see her maker, and she will be judged for the atrocities that, I mean, have been meted to people, of different races over the years. Then that's a way to look at it. But if you're just gonna just be like, hey, she's dead, she's 95. That's what old people do. Old people die. So at this point, like, to gloat at her demise, like, it's like you win and lose at the same time. But what I would like to say is RIP to those people who died in the Middle Passage, those, innocent black people who were minding their own business and were captured and taken to godforsaken places in the Caribbean and in the Americas, I mean, to work for no wages. I mean, they were beaten, they were stripped of their dignity, they were raped, and as such, RIP to those people who lost their lives. And we're going to now have a king, what I mean, and already many persons have stated that they are not for, this person. Many persons have pitied Princess Diana more than anything else, what I mean. And so even persons who are some of the most, Afrocentric people, you can see them saying, oh, long live Princess Diana, because the way she lost her life tragically. Many persons, I don't know why, but many persons seem to empathize with Princess Diana more than any other person from the monarch. She was not black, but persons apparently like her, and they like her kids and so forth. As you also know, her son is currently married to a black woman, and since she assumed her position, I mean, being married to a prince, she has been met with a lot of racism, from the royal family. So that shows that despite we are now living in an era way beyond slavery, the royal family, their mindset has still not changed. I mean, they are still very much racist, and that is why, they have treated Meghan Markle so bad, what I mean, because she's a black woman and she's married to the prince, and they are up in arms because, they want their their queens and princesses, what I mean, and duchesses to be, of Aryan descent fully. What I mean, they don't want a mixed breed or whatnot. What I mean, and therefore they are very pissed, and they have treated her very unfairly since she got married to the prince. And as such, what I mean, when situations like this happen and, someone like the queen passes, many persons are still in open arms. Many persons are still, bitter about what they have done and continue to do to lesser countries. Many countries are suffering right now because countries like Britain, Spain, you know what I mean, who were monopolies in slavery, basically set back those countries many years, robbing their resources, you know what I mean. Many persons have been displaced, they don't know where they're from, you know what I mean. Many Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Bajans, Puerto Ricans don't know their roots, don't know where in Africa they are from because of these people. And as such, many persons are quite, you know, rejoicing at the demise of the Queen, even though I still have to highlight this part. She died at age 95. You know what I mean? So it's like you want to celebrate, but you can't celebrate at the same time because one part of you is telling you that she lived a full life. Only few are blessed enough to live that long. I'm out.
Said them is a scam and even got a pillar capation you to the ER and a Anthony Miller. Rhymes them a kick not even top a skiller. They must say beanie because you're not a killer. Pussy them no sick because Garrison ill.